You streaming on your end, Lee?
1 second. I have to put the description as me and Ryan bitching about the movie.
I just put spoilers.
You just put the word spoilers.
Yeah. Just to cover my ass, 'cause I know there's gonna be that one cocksucker that's like, oh, he said spoilers, bitch. Really? You gonna be like that? Gonna do a homie like that?
Okay, yeah, let's fucking stop this.
Oh, that's right. This is a weird ass room with the scorpions.
Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be a discussion about fucking Avengers Infinity Wars? Is that what it was?
Yes. Also
Yeah.
known as trash. Fucking trash.
I won't say it was good. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you.
Alright. Do you want to just start at, like, go through the entirety of the movie, and then, like,
let's
state
go
our
through
thoughts?
the entire fucking movie.
Alright. Opening. Space. The final frontier.
No, we're not doing it that way. Fuck no, no.
Alright.
Okay.
No. We
So
start off...
at the beginning...
We start off with Hulk getting his ass beat, which already spells doom for the movie. Like, Loki makes this grand old speech about, he makes the joke, we have a Hulk, and the crowd cheered, and I chuckle, I'm like, alright, yeah, that was due. Loki's the good guy now, and I'm fine with that. Fine. Loki immediately gets his neck snapped and is out of the rest of the movie. Already a downer. Tom Hiddleston does a great job as Loki, and my mood immediately soured. I'm like, oh no, we're doing this without at least Thor and Loki's back and forth, which was half of the fun of Ragnarok. Because you immediately come in to find out that half the people, including Heimdall, who has been in every Thor movie, is now fucking dead. The only survivors are on escape pods. Half of the ship is gone. Thor immediately gets his ass kicked. Like, we don't even see him get his ass kicked. We start the movie with him bloodied in Thanos' hands, which immediately pissed me off even more.
That and the fact that half the ship is dead, even though they have a Hulk sitting on fucking board.
Who
And
apparently...
Valkyrie. Where the fuck was Valkyrie, actually? I just noticed that.
I don't know. They said that in an interview. Her and the rest of the cast that we actually like, including Rock Guy. Yeah. They're all on a fucking spaceship going towards Earth. Actually, fuck it. They might be dead. Like, that is canon, but... Spoiler alert. Thanos wins, snapped his fingers. Fuck, they might be dead.
Oh yeah, you're fucking right. They might have been.
So, Thor swears vengeance. Heimdall sends a fucking battered and bruised Hulk, which I'm still pissed off. Lee, go on your little tangent.
Battered and bruised. There wasn't even a fight.
Lee, go on your tangent. Just go. Go on. I know what you want to say.
No, there wasn't even a fight about goddamn Hulk between Hulk and fucking Thanos. Instead, there was just this weird moment of awkwardly holding hands for a moment, and then Thanos' people going, no, let him have his fun. No, in an actual fight, I don't care if Thanos goddamn still... He only had the Power Stone at that point, actually. He still would not have beaten fucking Hulk. At least without any collateral damage. This is my problem with every fucking Marvel movie. You all remove Hulk by some stupid bullshit meme. In this one, it was literally the Hulk would not come out no matter what. To which I have to say, this is just a waste of time now. You're telling me that Hulk would not fucking just step up, wipe out that entire army, and then laugh in the face of every Wakandan warrior who just sat there and said, but we're Wakandan warrior. Fuck off! The Incredible Hulk, as one person, can take out everyone. No, seriously, they literally wrote Hulk out of the movie for some bullshit reason as, we're going to make this a two-parter and we don't need Hulk ending it immediately. I'm gonna stop for right now because we need this to actually go somewhere.
That's why I let you do it.
Heimdall sends Hulk... No. Heimdall sends Hulk to Doctor Strange. To which they proceed to make all of the jokes that the Hulk isn't coming out and we're stuck with Bruce Banner for this entire movie. I don't mind the fucking person who plays Bruce Banner, but I also do enjoy my Hulk.
Like
And
that.
when you decide to just
Yeah. They just shoehorned him out with very, very poor excuses for why. Like, everyone who's ever read a comic knows, yeah, one of the few things Thanos fears is fucking Hulk. Wanna know why? Because Hulk can beat the shit out of everyone. He's like the red hot button of the Marvel Universe. Besides, what's his name? Sentry, thank you.
And or Marvel's version of Superman. I don't remember his name. I'm not joking, it starts with a U or something.
But straight up, you know what I mean. It's stupid. It is honest to God stupid.
Side note, they got Thanos all wrong.
Yeah, like his entire backstory is completely fake. Well, what happened to all the shit with Lady Death? Like, you know, his whole reason for wanting to do this?
Like, yes, Thanos is usually the big bad that wants the Infinity Gauntlet. That was correct.
Yes. But his motivations behind it and his actual character was fucking lies. They painted him as this sympathetic villain. I'm just sitting there cross-armed and angry the entire time like, you sons of bitches. No, he is a power-hungry son of a bitch who just wants to bang Death and wants it to send her as many corpses as possible to appease, or to, what's it called?
Impress her.
Impress her. She's never impressed by him. She ends up falling in love with Deadpool. And wanna know why we can't do that story? Because fucking Disney doesn't own Warner Brothers, who owns Deadpool.
But that's not the only problem with that. The fact that... Okay, Thanos is stupid for two reasons. First, getting rid of half the people wouldn't really actually solve the problem, it would just postpone it. Thanos' idea is that if he gets rid of half the people in the universe, there'll be enough for people to be happy again. Fuck off, no.
Why not just double the resources with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet?
Or just make them infinite because it's the Infinity Gauntlet and it has the fucking stones that were made at the universe's creation. I'm sorry, he's just stupid.
He's thinking small.
Dude, he decided to literally just rip the surface off of a planet and throw it at the Avengers instead of, oh, I don't know, throwing the planet at them and teleporting away.
Or just teleporting them. Why not just teleport them to the fucking planet that had no atmosphere? They would have died immediately. This entire movie can be summarized as Thanos is a dumbass. Second off, the entire movie focused on Thanos. The entire movie. Like, I really went back and thought about it after I got out of the movies, and I really sat there and I'm like, oh my god, that movie was about Thanos and not the Avengers at all. I literally sat there for 2 hours watching them ruin Thanos and paint him as this, like, sympathetic villain. No true Marvel fucking fan thinks Thanos is a sympathetic oh my god, I just got my ass whooped. A sympathetic villain. No. Why don't they think he is? A monster. A fucking titan that is coming to wreck shit. That is all he's ever been, and that's all he ever should be. He's a mad titan, and that is what he should have been. Why don't we got Thanos crying at one point.
Wait, Thanos was crying at one point? When was this?
When you were crying of laughter with Gamora, he actually cried.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Oh, let's explain this part. For Thanos to just collect the Power Stones throughout the movie, it was honestly funny because of how many stupid decisions were made. Oh, hey, the Sorcerer Supreme, who wants to defend this thing, doesn't just leave instead of, you know, fighting Thanos. He's like, no, I'm going to fight Thanos instead of leave with the object that he wants. Or use it against him. fucking retard. Second, Vision, you can fly. I know you can. And I know you can breathe in space. Leave the planet and just go in a random direction. It's a universe. There's no way they can find you. Now then, Gamora finding the Soul Stone. Yeah, that's a big reveal. That's a nice thing.
Wait,
If
we're getting
she-
off track. We should probably go back in order. Like, we left off with Bruce Banner being at Sorcerer Supreme, and then suddenly we're fucking at Gamora. Let's slow our roll. Like, we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright. We come to Doctor Strange's house. Hulk has suddenly made an entrance, and is now Bruce Banner, and Hulk's now being a bitch. But, fucking Tony Stark was literally walking down the street with Pepper, and they kind of make an allusion to, like, his son in the comics, which I kind of like. Like, I know that, Robert Downey Jr. is getting on in years, and eventually they're gonna have to probably, like, do the whole, like, passing the torch thing. But I kind of like the fact that they hinted at that. I'm like, alright, fine. Pepper's pregnant. If she's still alive. Like,
They're saying there should be no more surprises between us, Tony. No more whatsoever. I promise, Pepper, there will be no more surprises as a fucking portal opens up. Tony Stark, we need you. Oh, fuck? Do you do magic shows?
Yep. And then suddenly Tony Stark is in Doctor Strange's mansion. They're talking, and suddenly invasion. Suddenly invasion. Like, this
Yeah,
movie had
they-
no chill.
Cause just like, oh yeah, by the way, Avengers Civil War happened. Which,
Oh, why aren't you talking to Captain
you.
America? Because he hid the fact that Bucky killed my parents from me?
wait, what?
Oh, that's right, you've never seen Civil War. Yeah, alright. Spoilers for Civil War now.
Bitch, we already put spoilers at the beginning of this.
Alright, here's what happened. They did the whole fight thing because, they did the whole bullshit with, oh, the government thinks the Avengers is too powerful, blah, blah, we want to put regulations on it. They did that whole spiel. Tony comes to help fucking Cap rescue Bucky, and then it's revealed that Bucky was the one that killed fucking Stark's parents, and that Cap knew. And we all sat there like, when was this ever fucking foreshadowed that Cap knew? And that's why they were split up. It wasn't because of Civil War, and that's also why Cap didn't have a shield. It's because Stark broke it. And the only reason Tony lost that fight is because fucking Bucky broke the suit. Yeah,
What?
I hate Civil War. I fucking hate that movie with bloody passion. You have no idea.
So wait, you're telling me Civil War in the Marvel Cinematic Universe isn't because some stupid X-Men villain called Inferno or some shit like that, and some group of ragtag heroes who was filming at the time decided to fuck around enough that Inferno literally incinerated a school bus and a city block of children? And that the government and everyone else said, yeah, superheroes need to be responsible for their shit.
No, the spark
That's
for
not the
Civil War is because Scarlet Witch, she lost her cool and fucking pretty much exploded part of a building in an African country and killed several people while they were trying to stop a villain. Scarlet Witch killed a bunch of people, and that was what sparked, like, oh, we need regulations and shit.
Hold on. Do you mean she actively killed a bunch of people, or was she doing something to prevent it?
She
Like, if she
didn't.
had not acted,
They
more
if
people would
she
have died.
yes. Well, no, they were just after one guy, and fuck, what was the? I'm trying to even remember the villain. Like, it was a Marvel villain like that I would know, but I honestly it was so like forgettable that I can't remember. Like he used bombs, I think. And she all you need to know is she fucking killed people. She used her power too much and she accidentally killed people. And that's what started the whole thing. And it was stupid as fuck.
That's not a, what? No, I feel as though context is missing to this.
A lot of context. Like you gotta remember, I haven't seen this movie in like 3 years now. Like, I was mad when I saw it in theaters. I sat there, like, the entire time with a grimace on my face. I'm like, you fucking... And wanna know what Civil War equated to, Lee? A few people fighting in an airport parking lot.
Oh, that I know of. That I know of.
I sat there laughing, and my mom's like, wow, they did Civil War so well. I'm like, Mom, go look up Civil War when we go home. Just fucking do it. She did. She's like, oh my god. Yeah. It was not 10 people fighting in a parking lot. It was a fucking worldwide event.
Every hero just looking at each other going, we're about to kick each other's asses. And the only reason it stopped was because everyone finally sat there and said, yeah, we should not have the heroes fighting themselves. Because the heroes were causing so much destruction, everyone around them was just like, yeah, no, you guys are supposed to be the heroes, don't do this.
Well, too bad, motherfuckers, you're the ones who started this. But yeah, so back to the point at hand. Fucking Tony's about to call Cap when suddenly he realizes that Doctor Strange's hair is moving. I swear to God, it's an actual line and it makes me sad.
Oh yeah, that was out. Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah, you didn't slide for that too? He's just like, Strange.
I didn't slide for that because I just kind of sat there and said, so what if his hair's moving? But now that I really think back on it, that is how they move the plot along from Tony calling.
It's like, he's like, please tell me that you can move your hair by yourself. I'm not doing that this time. This time? You can act, Doctor Strange, you can just move your hair on your own? That's one of your powers. God, you're boring. And before people ask, no, I didn't watch Doctor Strange. Wanna know why? Because it was fucking boring. It's Doctor Strange. He's the B tier.
Actually, no. The Doctor Strange in the comics is actually really funny. Like, one of the things I love about the comics is a comic in which Tony and Doctor Strange have to work together, and at the end, Tony's sitting there waiting for a high five, like, come on, I'm not doing it, come on, I'm not doing it, Stark. Super goatee bros, you fucking did it. It was funny to me.
No, that's actually funny as shit. But well, that was another thing that's like my big problem with this movie. It lacked a lot of like the MCU's actual charm because they usually do write the characters really close to what they are. Also, we'll get to it, but Doctor Strange does like a huge foreshadowing moment. I'm like, alright, well, you spoiled the next movie completely. If people are smart enough to read into it, which apparently no one I've talked to has. Like, they literally said, oh yeah, we're gonna win this, don't worry. Thanos will lose in the end, don't worry people. It's just gonna take till the year 2020. I'll be 24 years old. And I'll finally see Thanos lose.
Oh yeah, it's 2018, holy shit.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say?
I have a lost concept of time.
That's fine. So, two of Thanos' big bads show up. They have a fight. Tony keeps fucking screaming at Doctor Strange, fucking leave. If they get your time stone, shit's gonna go bad. No, I want to stay and fight. Are you fucking
Like,
fat
the
bald
thing that pissed
Asian
me off
man,
more was that-
please fucking talk sense into your master. I want to help too. Alright, we're fucking doing this.
Oh no, the better part of that was, what's it called? They literally both stated, we are sworn to protect it with our lives. Okay.
Apparently
That's
that doesn't
what
mean
protect it
fucking much.
means. Moving the fuck away and not getting caught. That's one way to protect the fucking stone.
Like, why not just go into one of the fucking realms that you know how to get into and that Thanos cannot? You know, something fucking smart.
But no.
Fuck, why not just send Thanos to where you imprisoned Dormammu?
Because then Thanos and Dormammu would be a horrible, horrible time. Side note, I don't know what Dormammu is in this universe, but
I don't want to know.
For one of the funny parts of what's it called World Breaker Hulk, there was actually a scene in which Doctor Strange let Dormammu in and actually fought the Hulk in a square-up fight. It was amazing.
Do you think they're actually going to use World Breaker Hulk, or are they going to bitch out?
Oh, they're going to use World Breaker Hulk.
How do you think?
You know how they kept saying, how Hulk kept saying no each and every fucking time?
Yeah.
When Hulk actually comes out, it's probably going to be over some dramatic scene in which Hulk could have prevented if he just stepped the fuck out.
It's going to be Widow dying.
I hope it is.
It's going to be Widow dying because that's the route they're going because, what's it called, Hawkeye got wrote out. Like, him and fucking Ant-Man got wrote out of this movie hard. Wanna know why? Because Ant-Man could just solve this movie instantaneously. Crawls inside Thanos' ear, expands, bum, bum, he's dead. Don't lie.
Brian,
Actually-
Brian, there are a million ways, in fact, that Thanos could have been done in this movie. But, like, I can't wait to see the how it should have ended thing, and watch it end within the first 15 seconds.
Because Hulk could have just broke his neck instantaneously.
Not just that, not just that, not just that. Loki, the god of tricksters, is capable of moving through realms. They're just in deep space. Guess what? Loki can just teleport somewhere else.
Not only
He's
that,
proven in multiple movies that he can teleport.
not only that, if he was really, really trying to kill Thanos, why the fuck didn't he just make that a clone of himself like he did all throughout Ragnarok and had the real him stab fucking Thanos in the jugular?
And or just leave.
And or just leave. Like, grab Thor and leave. While Hulk is fucking
It's like,
fighting
oh,
him,
we have a Hulk.
grab Thor and leave. That's
I was
all
amazed
you
that
had to
Hulk-
leave.
that Loki was still there.
Same. I thought like the Hulk was the distraction. He fucking leaves. That's what I was waiting for. And then suddenly he fucking... Also, can we just talk about how Loki is like a catalyst for all this? Because he just couldn't leave the fucking Tesseract where it was. It would have gotten destroyed along with Asgard.
That or just be floating in space.
Probably destroyed.
Yeah, you're right, actually, because if they can destroy Vision Stone... Oh my god, I just realized something. They could have just been breaking stones all this time.
Why the fuck didn't they break the goddamn time stone?
That
All
one-
they had
that
to
one I
do.
understand, but that's only because... What's it called? Doctor Strange would have sat there and said, no, we can't destroy the time. Yes, we can. We can totally do that. That's a last resort, but we're doing it.
Yeah, in all honesty. Like, I'm sorry. This movie kind of just fucking pissed me off because they brushed off so many characters, like, and so many areas from previous movies just being... They didn't want to animate them or fucking, like, shoot them being broken or destroyed by Thanos, which honestly lost a lot of the luster. Like, oh, Xandar got destroyed to get the first Power Stone. I'm like, I would have loved to see Thanos destroying all of Xandar. I can't see that. We literally start the movie with him beating Thor fucking already pretty much dead. Xandar apparently destroyed. Loki's dead. Hulk's being a bitch. And fucking terrible things are terrible. I would have loved to see him destroy Xandar. I would have loved to see him go on a rampage throughout nowhere.
That would have actually been funny.
Exactly. It would have been enjoyable to watch him fucking go on a tear. If we're gonna fucking watch Thanos kill people, let us watch Thanos kill people. The only time the deaths had any impact, and that was very little, was when he snapped his fingers.
That was an impact?
More so for me because I actually watched Spider-Man Homecoming. So Spider-Man dying kind of like throughout the entire movie, Stark is there. Stark is there pretty much the entire movie.
Okay, I'll go and watch Homecoming.
Because they actually are doing like the whole Tony Stark mentoring Spider-Man deal. So you have
Yeah,
like
it's better
this.
than Uncle Ben.
Yeah, there is no Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben's already dead. There's no Black Suit Spider-Man. They're going straight into future Spider-Man pretty much. If I'm ill mistaken, after we're finally done with Infinity War. Oh my God! Is Spider-Verse coming out before Infinity War? I will fucking laugh because it's like, don't worry, kid. Spider-Man lives. He lives. It's fine.
Actually, you can do what's called the Spider-Verse at any time. It doesn't involve other heroes. Just Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's dead.
Yeah, you could do it at any time though.
Yeah, but they need this Spider-Man.
No, Ryan, what I'm saying is, between Homecoming and between Infinity Wars, it could have happened any time throughout that, because the Spider Multiverse does not take course over a period of time. It's honestly
I know.
like a day.
But you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Actually, are they gonna do the whole thing where Doc Ock takes control of his fucking...
That's Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's alternate Spider-Man? I thought that was part of what's it called? Like the original timeline.
No. That's Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man. I thought it was Superior.
Yes, that's literally... Wait, is it called Superior or is it called Ultimate?
No, it's Superior. Ultimate is when he's got the little wing flappy doos. Superior is when Doc Ock takes control of his body, and Peter still has like his subconscious there, but not enough to take control. Eventually Doc Ock just fucking gives him his body back.
No, Ryan. The one I'm talking about is when, what's it called? In that universe, yes, Doc Ock has taken over Peter Parker, but Sorcerer Supreme is not Doctor Strange. It's actually Bruce Banner.
What?
Yes. The way that Bruce got rid of Hulk in that universe was by sending him to hell and made Infernal Hulk. Yeah. Yeah, now you're confused, aren't you?
So you're telling me Superior Spider-Man is just like an alternate timeline thing?
Yes.
So in the main universe, Peter Parker never died, and fucking Doc Ock never took control of his body.
Yep, in the main universe of Spider-Man in the comics, the one that's the real universe is the one that knows of all the other universes and hangs out with Silk.
Huh. But anyways. Doctor Strange gets captured. Spider-Man shows up, which is why I fucking went on that huge tangent. He was on a field trip and fucking ditched his field trip to go fight crime.
Which, by the way, I'm tired of those moments in which I literally just got annoyed at fucking Iron Man. It's just like, okay, this is a one-way ticket. This isn't a joke. It's like, it's fucking Spider-Man. I'm quite sure him fighting other things Especially seeing he's holding his own against an enemy that apparently fucking Iron Man and Doctor Strange apparently were having a tough time against.
Yeah, Lee, this Spider-Man has only fought Vulture so far.
I don't care. It's still Spider-Man.
Fair enough. I mean, this is the youngest iteration of Spider-Man that they've done in a long time.
Yeah, and to that, I'm still gonna say, yeah, you can still fucking do this.
Yeah, Spider-Man's one of the fucking strongest Marvel characters. Oh my god. I'm glad I got that on stream. Holy fucking shit.
No, he's one of the most well-known Marvel characters to have very, very kooky powers. And have
They're
very,
strong
very
powers.
extreme adventures.
They're very strong powers, though. Are they strongest? Hell no. But they are strong.
Because I'm sorry, Ryan, but I'm pretty sure there's a list of over 100 people in the Marvel Universe that could sit there and laugh at Spider-Man. Is he a tough contender? Hell yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. He's fucking one of Marvel's best because it's just him. He's like the Marvel. Like, when you say Marvel, one of the first things that comes to people's mind is Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, and fucking Spider-Man.
I
Is
think
it-
you can count Thor in that.
Bitch, is that the first thing that comes to your mind is Thor?
Nope.
Exactly. No
Not even
one
close.
thinks of Thor first. Until Ragnarok, I hated Thor. Because they actually finally wrote him well.
Like if I have to be honest with you, it probably have to be. Honestly, yeah. When I think of Marvel, I can't really think of anything. I just think of the Marvel Studios logo. I'm not even joking. I can't think of like superhero names.
That's usually the first thing I think of too, is like the logo, but then it's usually followed by visions of Spider-Man and Deadpool. Because those are like two of my favorites.
But nah, I kind of sat there and said, okay, Stock, I understand. Spider-Man may not seem like help, but it's still better than just you going in by yourself.
With a guy you just met today.
I mean, you didn't have a way to fucking fix the problem. Yeah, because apparently Spider-Man's movie references are what solved the problem.
You
I
ever
was
seen the
even more
movie
mad
Aliens?
Dude, the second he said that, I just kind of sat there and said they're just going to blow a hole in the ship. If that actually works, I'm gonna be pissed. I was pissed.
I mean, it fucking worked. I mean, but at the same time, Ripley Scott's probably gonna sue.
Nah. At least it's better than that whole Jack Black thing when he was pissed off.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever seen, is it called Rock School, where Jack Black is a teacher?
School of Rock?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
At the beginning of Thor Ragnarok, the song that they're playing is the same one in School of Rock. And Jack Black actually had a little tizzy fit about it.
Why?
And said that they stole their style.
Bitch, you don't own the song.
I just found it funny that I was like coming across it and found that, and I was like, wow.
Oh, God. Well, then there was the introduction of the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
With Thor, by the way.
To be fair, that was probably one of the best parts of the movie.
Really? That was one of the most annoying parts of the movie for me.
Really? I was laughing.
Star-Lord being insecure.
At Star-Lord. So, yeah. That's normal. Rocket being an asshole, check.
I preferred Rocket. Rocket was actually the funny part of this.
There was one part where I just...
And whatever the fuck the other name of that chick was, were
Gamora?
honestly useless to me.
Oh, Gamora
No,
was
not
plot.
Gamora. Gamora made me laugh.
Oh, Mantis.
Yeah. I just kind of sat there and said, why are you assholes here? Right now, you're playing the Vision and the, what's her name? Scarlet Witch of this. Except one of you actually isn't even useful. I'm not joking, Vision is useless and Scarlet Witch is... God damn it, go back to the X-Men.
Or just do what your brother did.
Die heroically?
That wasn't heroically.
I mean, to be fair, he should have been fast enough to dodge everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fucking martyr.
Also, is it just me or did she lose her accent?
Oh, hard! Okay, I wasn't the only one who noticed that she fucking lost her Russian accent between movies. Like, this is the first time that we've seen Scarlet Witch since Age of Ultron. What happened to your entire Roman accent, or your Russian accent?
I thought she was in Civil War.
Was she? Oh, that's right, she was. She had it there, kind of.
But during this movie, it didn't even seem like that. In fact, when we got to Vision and Scarlet Witch, I was just annoyed. I was like, why are we here? Oh yeah, Vision has a stupid Mind Stone in his head. Yay! And by the way, I know they were in Sweden, or... No, they were
Scotland. They were in Scotland, which
Yeah,
weirdly
they
enough
were in
looked like
Scotland.
King's Row.
At night. Which, by the way, there was no one in for some odd reason.
Oh yeah,
Like, don't lie,
Scotland's
those
busy as
streets were empty.
fuck.
Like, I just sat there and I'm like, where is everyone? No, they had an entire fucking fight there.
Yeah,
And
okay.
not a single motherfucker saw anything.
Like, that movie, it was so overhyped. And everyone's, like, eating it up like it's the fucking next coming. I'm like, no. The original fucking Avengers was better than this. Like, the writing was subpar garbage. Everyone acted like fucking 12-year-olds. Like, there was a few moments where I'm like, alright, I see the spark of what I used to know, but I just fell down a hole. I thought the lift was coming down, or coming from the bottom, but it wasn't. That one hurt.
But no.
No. It was just...
No. We can... Before anyone says they're just bagging on the movie for an hour... Okay, let's have 10 minutes of good moments. My favorite part of the movie was literally Thanos. I'm sorry, this bitch did not see this coming as a moment of 2 and 2 together.
It was
No one in this movie ever fucking realizes anything of importance until the last fucking moment. Scarlet Witch doesn't want to destroy Vision. I understand it's like putting down a puppy. But let's talk for a moment. Let's talk
A puppy
for a moment.
that she's
the rest
probably
of the galaxy, and or your puppy. I'm sorry, puppy. You're going into the sun. That's actually something they could have done, by the way. Just chuck the fucking Mind Stone into the sun instead of having Scarlet Witch do it. What? It's true. She
Yeah.
did it out in the woods.
Actually, what's even more fucked
And
about
funny,
all this?
Even funnier, she did it like Old Yeller. She took him out to the woods to do this.
No. Here's where I get really annoyed with the entirety of the movie. As soon as Thanos got the fucking, like, time stone, the movie, nothing they did was fucking relevant, because he could just rewind time. It was game over from there.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah. He's brought Vision back to life, and the minute he did that, the minute that happened, I'm like, oh, death has no meaning. I already see where this is going. They're gonna bring everyone back by the end of this fucking two-parter. Everyone who died in this movie is gonna live, except for fucking Captain America, who's probably going to sacrifice himself to do so.
Side note, to those that haven't seen it, do not be shocked when Captain America pops out as goddamn Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god.
Like, that was a beautiful fucking moment. Nicolas Cage, Captain America. It was awesome. Like, to anyone that says shit, that was a beautiful moment. And it was the only moment in which Lee actually felt like, yeah, I can totally talk right now during the movie. And just go, does anyone else feel as though he looks like Captain America? By the way, we were in a packed movie theater. We were not allowed to say any jokes in order to bring this movie up. This movie was boring as fuck.
Not only that, not only was it fucking packed, Lee, next time Ryan says, let's get our fucking tickets in advance, we're getting our tickets in advance. My neck hurt by the end of that.
Fine. But here's my thing, Next time we go to the movies, I get to pick the movie.
Agreed. Bad Teacher was funny as shit. This... I just wanted to fucking finally see it, just so everyone would stop talking about it and I could have, like, an opinion on it. And I'm mad I did. I'm actively mad I did.
Like, the entire time we were going through the movie, I just kept looking at Ryan like, why the fuck did you want to see this? You know, we can walk out right now and go and watch Super Troopers.
Oh no, if we go see Super Troopers, I'm watching the original beforehand, because I haven't seen that movie in years. But it was just like, it lacked all the charm from the previous movies. Like, even when a movie was bad by, like, the new MCU, it never was really bad, because there was at least memorable moments, and there was at least few moments where you're just like, oh, alright, that was funny as shit. Oh, okay, that was awesome. Like, all of Ragnarok was funny as fuck. All of it. It was just fucking us dying 99% of the time. It was a good fucking movie.
Well, for you, it was dying 99% of the time. For Lee, it was dying about, a good 10% of the time, whenever the Blue Rock dude was on screen.
But you know what I mean. The show. Exactly. But you get what I'm going for.
There was at least one intentionally funny moments in the movie compared to Infinity War, which didn't have intentionally funny moments, because no one else but Lee was laughing during those moments, by the way.
I was stifling laugh.
And I was choking down a laugh so hard, it seemed like I was dying to the couple that was sitting next to me.
Oh, that's right, you were sitting next to a couple on a date.
Yeah, I know Ryan fucking knew that I was laughing my ass off.
Oh,
the couple next to me thought I was gasping for air.
They thought you choked on popcorn. They thought they were going to see a black man die tonight.
I'm not joking, that's literally what they were whispering.
But it was just... I really wish it was so better. Like going further, the Guardians of the Galaxy split up. Peter, Drax, and Gamora, and who else was with them?
Mantis.
Who else? There was someone else there with them besides that.
Mantis.
Besides Mantis.
No. There was no one else with them.
Are you
Mantis,
sure?
Drax, Gamora, and Star-Lord all went to the Collector's place.
Yep.
And
they all failed.
There,
and then they made the stupid promise. Oh, if he gets me, promise he'll kill me. He tries shooting her, bubbles, and then Thanos says, "I like you," and then disappears into his fucking portal. Well, if he didn't kill his daughter, I guess he would have liked her fucking choice of men. Spoiler alerts, he kills his daughter.
It's not really a spoiler, because Like, we've mentioned it in passing so many... Okay, fuck it. When Thanos has to get the goddamn Soul Stone, he comes to a place in which the Red Skull has apparently been there for years, and somehow figured out how to become... Is it a Death Eater from, what's it called?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Where Red Skull has found out how to become a Death Eater from Harry Potter in order to make the effect like he's death, like, ooh, if you want the Soul Stone, you must sacrifice something of your... While he was explaining this, I love it that Gamora was more sitting there with a shit-eating grin, smiling, going, ha! You have nothing to throw into the fucking tunnel! You can't complete your mission! Where the rest of us in the movie theater had already clicked in our heads, this dumbass bitch. And I just started laughing, because I was like, when this scene happens, I'm gonna die.
And he just grabs her by the arm, crying. By the way, they had Thanos actually weeping because he was about to kill his daughter. I'm putting that in hard quotes. Which, by the way, I'm really looking at the way she was growing up. Bitch had nothing to complain about. I'm sorry. It looked like he treated her well. Like, he brought her back on his ship before he knew he had to kill her. And he literally is like, do you want food? Hungry daughter. I'm like, why is he being a good dad? You're supposed to be the bad guy. Aren't you supposed to be, like, monologuing? The man never monologued once. That's how I knew. I'm like, okay, they fucked up Thanos. Thanos' favorite fucking pastime was monologuing and killing people.
Like, this man was the monologuing Hall of Famer.
Like, Syndrome's looking at him like, oh, you caught me monologuing. No, fucking, there was no monologue. He had a quick talk about why he was doing it, which was bullshit reasons, and that was it. But he throws Gamora into the fucking pit. She snaps her neck. He wakes up in a random pool of water.
No,
Don't know.
He wakes up in a pool of water down the fucking mountain with the stone in his hand.
And he just holds it and cries for a bit. It's like, alright, you didn't have to do any of this. You could have left well enough alone. Your daughter's dead because of you. Fuck off. You will get no sympathy from me. Yeah. Your mission is fucking stupid.
It's like, if you're going to hard commit to this, you gotta hard commit to this.
The immortal words of Lee, don't be a bitch.
But no, I'm sorry, that was just annoying as hell.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I understand that it's supposed to be like, hey, if you're ever going to have a goal in life and you want to go all the way through with it, be ready for the consequences. Okay.
Well, I'm probably not going to sacrifice my adopted daughter to do it. I'm throwing her ragdoll physics off a fucking mountain like Gary's mod. I'm sorry, I will never let that go. Like, she just... Like, I was imagining the falling scene from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It was that bad. I'm like, God... Alright, you apparently didn't fucking hire an actress. You fucking hired Gumby. Like, oh my god, she was green too. Holy shit.
God damn it, Ryan.
They hired Gumby Lee. Like, it was stupendously bad, that scene. Like, it was
It was funny as fuck to me. I honestly can't actually envision the scene because I was too busy laughing.
You had like tears in your eye at the time. I was like, I looked over at you concerned.
Scene of a stupid idiot not realizing, like, not reading the room and going, oh my god, I'm going to be thrown off a cliff.
Like, even the Red Skull, who was a motherfucking Nazi's like, this bitch is about to get sent to the camps. Is that insensitive? I don't care.
That is insensitive.
Apologies to any Jewish people. But he was a Nazi.
can't fucking say anything.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was-
yes, Hydra is supposed to be Nazis.
No, he literally was a Nazi.
Right. Hydra in the Marvel Universe is Nazi.
No, Lee, how they portrayed it in the movies, how they portrayed it in the original movie, Hydra is a faction that was, what's it called, split off of the Nazi party.
What?
Yup! It was a research and development team from the Nazis, founded by the Red Skull under Hitler. That's why I made the joke.
What?
Yup.
Oh, that's completely different term than I thought I was going to.
So in this universe, the Red Skull is a Nazi. It is canon 100% that he is part of the Nazi party.
Okay then.
Unless I'm remembering that wrong, it's been a while since I've seen the original Captain America because it was boring as fuck. But seriously, no one take that the wrong way. I really take it as Eric Cartman. Actually, wait, no, that's worse. Never mind.
Take it as Eric Cartman. Oh yeah, Ryan, that's going to totally help things out.
I'm not racist against anyone of the Jewish faith. It was just for joke's sake. Anyways,
I think that just made it worse.
oh god,
I
nothing.
think that literally just made it worse, Ryan. Like, I think we just walked into a completely different room.
Shit.
You did that all
Apologies.
for a joke, too. God damn.
It wasn't even a good joke. It was Orion's
It wasn't even a good one.
tired.
That's the sad part.
I'm feeling raunchy after watching that little person do stand-up comedy.
Talking about Brad Williams, by the way, if you haven't seen it, go fucking find any comedy done by Brad Williams. It's funny.
The man's a fucking monster. He's amazing. I've never cried and laughed so hard, but now everyone thinks I'm gonna be a fucking racist bastard. Now I feel bad. And it's not like anyone's gonna actually watch these fucking streams, let's be honest. This is just for our own
Actually, Ryan, I've
entertainment.
had a viewer for quite some time.
Oh, fuck my life! Damn it to hell. Sorry, viewer, I'm not racist, I swears.
Actually, there were.
Oh, golly.
But the words were, you should already assume what happened. Don't worry, Ryan, it was beautiful to me.
That's what matters. But anyways, she gets thrown down, he gets the Soul Stone. He shows back up on Titan. By the way, the Guardians of the Galaxy and Stark and fucking Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are now on Titan, his home planet, which died because no one wanted to listen to me, and I wanted to cult. But have we actually talked on why Thanos wants to fucking do this?
Yeah, we talked about the whole getting rid of half the universe in order to make sure that resources were, spread out evenly so that people wouldn't starve.
But it was just, oh my
I
god.
forget the actual word for it.
Genocide.
Population control? No,
Genocide.
no, there's an actual word for it. It's not genocide.
Culling?
Because that too, but it's someone who believes that we would have a better time if we got rid of certain people. I can't think of the word.
Neither can I.
Damn it, the one time you wish Eric was here.
I know, the man's a fucking walking encyclopedia. But mostly for law terms. But anyways, he goes on there, and before he shows up, Doctor Strange says something that immediately, like, spoils the next movie. He's using the Time Stone, he's connecting into it, and he went through 14 million different, like, plus iterations of them fighting Thanos.
Hopefully 14 million.
And some change. Like, he said a fucking large number that's supposed to be important, but could have just said a lot. And I would have fucking been like, okay. He went through a shit ton of different iterations. There was only one in which they won. And he went through it. This is the one. Everyone dies. Thanos technically wins. But they now have the chance to counter-strike now that the gauntlet is broken. By the way, the gauntlet is pretty fucked up by the end of the movie. Apparently, using the reality stones, or all the fucking infinity stones, to snap one's fingers and kill half the fucking universe's population, kind of puts a damper on a hand. So, yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet's busted. However, they had a chance to fucking rip it off. It was almost off his hand. Peter Parker and Tony Stark are ripping off his hand. It's almost free. Mantis has him in a trance. Drax is just stabbing him in the leg. Quill asks where's Gamora. Mantis says he killed her before he won the stones. Peter, instead of waiting till the fucking gauntlet was off Thanos' hand, just starts pistol whipping him. Just starts pistol whipping the nigga.
And then pistol whips Mantis' hand, and that's why she let go.
And then they got the gauntlet off of him for like 0.5 seconds. And then immediately, puts it back on, pistol whips all of them with his freaking pimp hand, throws the moon at them, Majora's Mask style.
No, not Majora's Mask style. He didn't throw the whole moon, he just tore off the surface.
Okay, he casted Meteor a la fucking Final Fantasy.
Acceptable.
And then he rips the time stone off, or he was about to kill Tony Stark. Everyone, the movie theater fell quiet, and then Doctor Strange, even though earlier in the movie he said, if it comes between the time stone and you, I'm killing you and running with the stone, gives Thanos a stone in exchange for Tony Stark's life, a man who he's known all of maybe a few hours.
Oh, by the way, hold on. You forgot to mention one other thing. Tony and Doctor Strange have been arguing this entire fucking movie until this point.
Yup. He has zero reason to save fucking Stark. And he did it. He saved Tony. And gave him the time stone. Shit. Apologies. Oh god, it's 2 a.m. when we're doing this, and fucking that's what spoiled it for me, because like he's like, oh, there's only one chance that we win, and then he gives him the time stone, which he said he would never do under any circumstances. And I'm just sitting there like, this is all part of the plan. This is literally all part of Doctor Strange's plan that he never informed anyone about, because I knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
I just realized that.
Yeah, you realized it too, right? This is all his plan, and he's gonna be like, this was the one future that I foresaw. You had to live in order to make it reality. I had to give him the stone, and I had to die, only to be brought back to life. And I'm like,
not just that. If he did go into the future, look at everything, he would have told Peter and the rest of them, by the way, your Gamora friend is dead.
He knew everything that needed to happen, and he's just letting it happen now. And now he's dead. It's why I kind of sat there. I'm like, I'm really pissed off about what's about to happen. Because the lazy telling that happened at the end of this movie, I'm like, there's no way they're not going to go for this easy ass fucking cop out, because there's no way they could have done this Thanos story, no fucking possible way, without doing all this bullshit. Yes, there was. You did not have to kill half the universe. You did not have to write the story like this.
We have like glossed over the whole. Okay, I feel as though we glossed over a few of the side stories, by the way.
Did we really need to? Here's the clip notes. Captain America showed back up when Vision and fucking Scarlet Witch were about to die. Now they're in Wakanda. Bucky's back. Thor went and got an axe that can summon the Bifrost, and it's strong as fucking hell and kind of badass, actually. Did I miss anything? There's a giant war that happens in Wakanda. Thor shows up, saves everyone. And then Thanos shows up, takes a stone out of Vision's head.
After turning back time to fix Vision.
Because originally Scarlet Witch broke the stone and Vision died peacefully.
Broke the stone.
Yeah, instead of being a fucking dumbass.
And everyone keeps doing the whole "you would never understand how I feel" thing.
Yep, that old fucking timeless cliche. It's not timeless at all. And then he puts on the stone. Thor stabs him with the axe through the heart. He's as good as dead. Thanos smiles and says, "You should have went for the head." Snaps his fingers, reverses his wound, goes through the portal. Everyone starts fading. There's a heart-wrenching scene with Peter Parker and Groot.
Okay, yes. That was a sad moment.
And then there's just a hush over the theater as it just zooms. It comes back to Thanos on a fucking countryside, sitting in a small little hut, just smiling and watching the sunrise. And then it cuts to the credits, and I felt pissed and cheated.
You felt pissed and cheated. The people behind us in the theater fucking applauded, and I just sat there and said, "The fuck are you applauding?"
Yeah, everyone in the theater but you and me applauded. I sat there angry, just sitting there staring angrily at the screen like, "You fucking bastards. You sheep." Like, I've never felt more disappointed. Because I thought, I'm going into this, I'm like, this is going to be hyped, this is going to be incredible.
By the way, the fight scenes were cut all to shit, so you couldn't really see anything. I literally could not pay attention.
Exactly, they were all shaky cam, which they usually don't do during these Marvel movies. They have not been doing shaky cams throughout all the Marvel movies. Until this point, they usually are greatly choreographed. This movie was shot like arse. It was so hell-bent on making you feel things for Thanos, which confused the fuck out of me. I'm like, Thanos is not a villain that you should be feeling things for. He never was. The fact that you guys are trying to make me feel emotions for Thanos, the Mad Titan Thanos, is fucking astounding. Like, then
by the way, a confusion that was apparently brought to my attention after the movie, in which Ryan stated that Thanos was the big bad of the Avengers. He's not. He's not. It's fucking Galactus.
True.
Like, yes, you can state that every person in every fucking walk of life has their reasons for doing shit. Like, hell, Attila the Hun might have had some reasons for doing the shit he did. We all know that Hitler didn't.
Good save. But fucking Thanos just wants pussy. He just wants him some pussy.
It might be the pussy of Lady Death, but still.
That was all he wanted. He just wanted him some good puss. He doesn't get it, but he wanted it.
Because, I mean, Thanos is one tier below the gods of this actual universe. Galactus is one of those gods. Death is one of those gods. Reality is one of those gods. There are Celestials inside of planets in which Galactus goes to and tries to eat. He's literally trying to stop the apocalypse of the universe. Which always made me laugh if I'm looking at every single Avengers comic that has them going against Galactus, trying to eat the world, and it's just like, I get why he's doing it, and I get why you guys are telling him back the fuck off, we can at least postpone this. No.
Like, that is that, like, that's an actual backstory that you would, like, feel bad for.
I wouldn't feel bad for that. I'd more understand why he's doing it.
Or understand, rather, yeah, not, oh, I wanted to kill half the people on my planet indiscriminately, but people were mad and didn't want me to do.
It was, I wanted to kill half the people on my planet indiscriminately so that we would have enough food and things and resources for the planet to stay peaceful. They didn't listen to Thanos, so shit went downhill. And Thanos believes this is why he's right in the end.
Why not just fucking, you know, leave the planet?
I mean, you guys did have space travel, apparently.
Yeah, you got off the planet somehow. You survived. Why not leave the planet?
Make new other shit.
Fucking, like, Thor took his entirety of his people on a spaceship. I'm pretty sure you can manage that, like, within a few years. That's honestly one of the reasons I got so pissed off at the movie. I'm like, you're telling me that your planet's okay, Superman, you're gonna need to fucking calm down. Like, it was just so awfully written. They're making all these. Go ahead.
Actually, I just realized we never went to go and actually look up what the end credit scene was because we did not want to sit through it.
It wasn't more or less that we didn't want to sit through it, as I was dying.
I didn't want to sit through it. I was
like,
more pissed off at that point. I just wanted to leave.
Like, found out what happened too. Like, because I talked to my dad and he's just like, oh, well, I ate the pizza too. Fucking, I feel fine. And it dawned on me, I was the only one that ate
that conversation.
Ah, dope. Okay. It was the chicken wings. By the way, people. The chicken wings betrayed me. They fucking turned on me. But it was just, Like, I didn't even care. I wasn't gonna sit through, like,
during the end credit scene?
I don't know. I never looked it up.
We're gonna do that before this night ends, you know that.
I'm doing it right now. Infinity. And the post-credit scene. Hold on. That's explained. That's explained too. Just give me the fucking... I don't want it explained. I just want the end credit scene. Apologies.
Watching every satellite on both. Multiple boogies.
Same energy signature as New York?
10 times bigger.
Tell Klein,
Nick Fury?
They okay?
There's no one here.
Call control. Code red. Nope. Oh no. Mother.
You just went mad quiet, dude.
Alright, that was weird.
Come on.
Alright, So what happened was fucking it shows Hill and fucking Nick Fury driving down the street as people just start disappearing. Like a car crashes in front of them, then a helicopter explodes behind them because there's no pilot anymore. So Hill disappears in front of him. He goes in his truck, pulls out this weird beeper thing, and then as he's like booting it up, he disappears. And it was in black and white and sped up, so I couldn't really tell what the symbol was that appeared on it. But there was like all triumphant music, so I'm really confused as to what that was.
Okay then.
And all he said was like, "Oh, it's a code red. It's code red." Like, all right, what does that fucking mean? So, okay, that was the end credit scene. It wasn't even fucking worth staying after credits then. More people died. This was the worst
You're
movie
the
I've
only
seen
one
in
that
a
had
while.
problems with the deaths. I just sat there bored.
No, that's not why I'm mad about the deaths. I'm fucking just sitting here like, I'm mad about how they portray the deaths. The deaths have no meaning. You want us to care about all these characters that you're killing off from all these movies that we've seen. Because we actually have come to know most of these characters now and actually like them. Like fucking all the Guardians of the Galaxy. No, fuck Bucky. But you know what I mean.
That's really weird. It was indiscriminate, yet most of the Guardians... Actually, we forgot to mention, Stark is just on Titan now, by himself with no one else.
Oh yeah, we should probably mention... Yeah.
Spider-Man, all of the Guardians that were with him are just dead and gone. The only Guardian that's left is Rocket Raccoon.
He's the last Guardian of the Galaxy.
It was a very weird moment.
Everyone else is just fucking dead, Jim. It's just
But
like...
no, I found that to be beautiful.
Like, everyone's dead. But I don't find it beautiful because we both know they're gonna pull the comic book standard. They're all gonna be alive next movie. So I'm just sitting there like, alright, this has no meaning. The only death that really had any meaning was Spider-Man in Stark's arms, because that's gonna be the fucking motivator for him next movie.
Even though Spider-Man signed up for this, so that was on him. What?
Yeah. It's just gonna be on him because it's a young kid that he sees himself in, and it's like at the beginning of the movie, he's like, "Oh, I had a dream that we were gonna have a kid, Pepper." Oh, I pissed off two bad guys. But no, it's just... That movie was awful. The writing was really contrived and bullshit. The way the scenes were... Go for it.
People, we are not saying this is the worst movie we've ever seen. We both watched Lucy. We can tell you there are worse movies out there.
Oh, Lucy was a train wreck.
Those of us that are nerds and actually like the comics, for the most part, didn't like this. There are some people who like the comics and this for some reason.
You know what? I want to see what the fucking the reviews for it are.
Why would you do that?
I want to actually see what the general consensus is. I'm going on Rotten Tomatoes.
Because I'm like I can hear myself. Oh. Okay, there we go. We're all good.
No. Rotten Tomatoes.
Even though I don't feel so, that would be like the best way to do this.
I want to see. Tomato meter, 84%. Audience score, 92%. Is there a review? I want to read the official review. Ad rating? Oh, you betcha. 2 stars.
What?
Yeah, I gave it a 1.5. Just for the laughs.
And we have no problem if anyone out there likes the movie. We have no problem with you liking the movie. We were just airing our grievances about why we did not like the movie. Because everyone that we know has not seen the movie yet, for the most part, so we can't discuss it with any of them. So we put up this video as a way for both of us to finally air both of our grievances without anyone bitching at us about spoilers. Side note, Joe Chill killed Batman's parents.
What the fuck? Alright, so I've been going through, like, the people, like, the critic reviews at the bottom. Everyone's been fucking railing on it.
I mean, everyone's been railing on it.
I don't know where it's getting all these good scores from. 2.5, 2.5, 1, 2.5. I'm seeing a few 3.5s and 4s.
How many is it out of? 10?
16 so far. For better or worse... Oh, like stars? 5 stars. For better or worse, Avengers Infinity War was a blast. No, go fuck yourself.
No, let's hear it. What did he have to say?
What, the one I said go fuck yourself?
Yeah, I want
The
to
rebel
hear how he said
Goonie
this was a
grows up
blast.
and brings on the apocalypse. He was fucking saying Thanos was Sloth from the Goonies. The title of this movie should have been Infinity War Part 1, because that is what it is. It is not a movie that stands on its own. It is a leaning monolith that would fall flat without a Part 2 to lean against. That being said, I'm all for seeing Part 2, if no other reason than to see how the filmmakers escape from the hole they dug for themselves.
It's fucking true.
There may have been a whole series of Marvel Studio films dating back to Captain America the First Avenger. In fact, a character from that film unexpectedly shows up in Infinity War, which sets the stage for these Infinity War movies. It seems like Marvel has been planning for this big Avengers send-off for decades. In this film, the Avengers, split apart by ideology in the recent Marvel film Civil War, are reunited by a threat to the entire universe posed by Thanos, an extreme environmentalist. Wow, that's how they're gonna go with it, okay? Who believes that the universe is not big enough to
be fair,
adequately...
He really is an extreme environmentalist.
The universe is not big enough or to adequately support the life it holds. His crazy idea is to kill off half of all life everywhere in order to make the universe more healthy. His plan is to acquire all 6 powerful Infinity Stones and then kill half of everybody in the universe by literally just snapping his fingers. I know this is also crazy in so many ways. Just roll with it.
Just roll with it.
This insane plan makes Thanos the enemy of pretty much everybody else in the universe, so you'd expect everyone gang up on the guy and take away his Infinity Stone, or kill him, or both in any order that works. Seems simple enough, especially when you have a big bunch of brawny superheroes united against Thanos, but Thanos is a big, powerful guy with lots of tech and minions on his side, and the superheroes aren't very good when it comes to war strategy, surprisingly. You can probably guess from the introduction of this essay that this conflict between Thanos and the universe doesn't really get entirely resolved in this film. If apologies, still getting over the cold. If there was to be a resolution to Infinity War pitting the entire universe against Thanos, it will have to happen in the next movie, Part 2. Following the pattern of the first Avengers movie in 2012, there are a lot of characters to keep track of in this film, including just about every superhero in the Marvel arsenal at the time. And there are a lot of them. In addition, we have some new characters like Evatri, a giant dwarf, an inside joke as well as an oxymoron considering it's played by Peter Dinklage of Game of Thrones. Bad guys include Thanos' minions, Cull Obsidian, Ebony Maw, Proxima Midnight, and Covius Glaive, played by Terry Notary. These are all their minions' names. Fuck that.
You mean the ones that we never got any introduction to?
Yep, they just showed up. There are not a lot of characters to keep track of. There are some plot details from previous films like Thor Ragnarok that you have to know and remember in some detail in order to keep up with the plot of this film. I have seen all the relevant Marvel films, but some of the details got past me when I was watching this. The film is 2.5 hours long, but it goes by pretty fast since there's not a lot of exposition this time. There's a lot of action and pace is fairly brisk. There's a usual amount of jokes, including numerous movie insider jokes, and pop culture references for this kind of Marvel film, but the humor did not seem to work well here. Perhaps because of the grim operatic nature of the story. No shit. Most of the jokes fell flat. I suspect the proper way to view this film would have been to watch Thor Ragnarok, maybe Captain America Civil War. Just before watching this, the best way to prepare for Part 2 is to watch Part 1 again just before seeing it. I'm a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it seems that this is getting out of hand. This film rates a C.
Standing up.
What?
Nothing. One of the characters that I was fighting just literally said "fuck you" and hid. Even though she's the boss of the area, so I can't actually leave until she's dead.
She's said fuck it?
Yeah, she just stood there in guard form, which is putting an umbrella in front of her. It's fucking afternoon, so everything is orange and red, and her fucking umbrella is orange and red. I couldn't see her at all. But yeah, no, apparently people have a lot of the same opinion.
People who, like, actual critics are, like, they all agree. The movie is nothing like it should be. The jokes all fell flat. There was, Thanos was overdone. And the fact that none of the fucking heroes actually, you know, banded together kind of put a damper on it. It was just...
Yeah, it was more...
It was more like a few ragtag people.
And only a few of them actually had a goal to actually kill Thanos.
Like, Thor wanted him dead, but he fucked up.
He didn't really fuck up. He went to go and find a Thanos killing weapon.
No,
And
I
he
mean
found
going
a
for the
Thanos
heart
killing
instead
weapon.
of just fucking chopping his head off in one foul blow.
I'm pretty sure Thor did not know that Thanos also had all the Infinity Stones by the time he showed up. He's like, I went to a fucking star, restarted the star, and came back and Thanos is already fucking winning. What the hell happened while I was away?
Well, he can control space-time, reality, fucking time, souls.
After he had the Reality Stone, I'm sorry, he pretty much won most of the fight. And the Thanos decides to use it as a theater show effect.
Yeah, there was a point where he literally turned himself into a planetarium because of it. Come here, Carl.
And here's the other thing, Why didn't Doctor Strange just use the Time Stone? And
Freeze
not the dumb
time,
way
slit
he
his
did?
throat. Literally, that's all he had to do was freeze time, slit Thanos' throat, done, the movie's done. Am I not the only one that thought of that?
Oh no, for me, I literally sat there and said, okay, so Thanos going after this thing is apparently the linchpin of most of the Marvel Universe. So most of the things that would have happened probably wouldn't have happened if Thanos wasn't looking for this stupid goddamn stone.
Like
Fine.
the fact that he
Fine.
brought the Avengers together in the first place by sending Loki to Earth. Actually, why did he send Loki to Earth?
Yeah, he could have gone himself.
Or was his plan to just send Loki there to kill half the human race? Like, or was he after the Infinity Stone inside the Tesseract?
I feel as though we're going
But
to have to
wait. Loki had 2 Infinity Stones then. No, think about this.
Aneurysm. Ryan just had an aneurysm.
No, well, it's even worse. Then Thanos gave him one of the Infinity Stones. It was in his scepter, which they find out during Age of Ultron. Remember when they put it inside Vision's head? So Thanos literally just gave up the Mind Stone. Boy. Why did Thanos just give away one of his Infinity Stones? I think I'm the only one who's realized this at the point. I'm putting this online somewhere. I'm fucking coining this. I'm fucking calling some bullshit. Did Marvel really not think this through? Oh, Loki, here's an Infinity Stone inside your fucking scepter. Why?
Actually,
don't you need these?
Ryan, hold on. Thanos might not have known that Loki had it.
He gave him the scepter!
I feel as though we're going to have a movie night in which we rewatch all of this and try and piece together what the fuck's going on. Because I just realized the stupidity of all of this.
You just realized it too, that fucking Thanos gave Loki the fucking 2 of the Infinity Stones. Well, Loki had one on his own with the Tesseract, but he gave him one! He literally gave him the Mind Stone!
You know, this is gonna sound like a stupid question, but where was the Reality Stone again? With the Collector?
The Reality Stone was... yeah, it was with the Collector, which was the ether fucking shit from Thor not Ragnarok, what was it, Dark World? The stupid shit with the elves?
Yeah.
And then, like I said,
How did
Xandar
it get
just
in
got
the hands of the
destroyed.
Collector?
They show it in an after-credit scene.
I know, but how if it came into possession of...
I forget how. I just remembered that he had it, and it was the only thing I kept of note in that movie. Like that's the only thing you really need to remember. Like, Loki's alive, the Collector has that bullshit. They found the Reality Stone. Like, Thor: Dark World was garbage.
I actually like how in this movie Thor said, I thought he was dead once, I'm pretty sure he's not dead now.
No, he said, I'm pretty sure this... No, he's like, I'm pretty sure this time he really is.
50% chance.
We'll see what happens in part 2. Honestly, I'll probably go and see part 2,
note.
just see how this dumpster fire fucking finally gets put out.
Together. I'm not joking, we're doing that. I'll buy the tickets for opening day, Ryan. We'll go and finish the shit show. Because we need answers. And we'll make a part 2 to this stream.
This has just been trash.
It will be years later, and anyone who probably sees the stream will be confused. Because they'll be like, fuck, when did they get in this conversation? Oh, and by the way, there are 2 streams going on. I have one going, and Ryan obviously has one going if you're watching on his side.
Yeah, I'm playing Bloodborne. Lee's playing Senran Kagura.
Yeah. By the
Oh
way,
god.
Like 5 people have come on here, and it's honestly been funny because 3 of them were during Ryan's
Anti-Semitism.
race joke.
Even worse, I said the N-word by accident. I just remembered that.
When
Whoops.
did you say the N-word?
I said the nigga at one point. I said it again. Oh shit.
It doesn't matter, no one knows what color you are.
No one knows I'm Puerto Rican. Oh shit, now they do!
Well, that's on you.
Or am I? You'll never know. I have not had a single person visit my stream.
Haha.
Well, that's fine. That's totally fine by me.
It's probably a good thing because we both put down on the stream titles spoilers.
You know Eric or Speen if they showed up like, what the fuck? Why did you do this? Dude, no. The name of the stream was in
spoilers.
no. That's even worse. The description for this is spoilers. The literal fucking title is Infinity War. I want to hear shit.
Means we don't want to hear shit in the comments about fucking spoiling anything, even though the games that we're playing have nothing to do with Marvel or Infinity Wars in general. We were having a discussion while playing games that don't take much attention for us to play.
Oh, dude, there was an honest like 20 minutes where I was just running it, like I was doing laps throughout the Hunter's Dream. I just started doing it again.
Yeah, no, I've been going through fucking missions leveling up characters.
Like,
Which isn't what I have to do, by the way.
I've just
one
been
trophy away from a platinum, bitches.
I've just been grinding up blood vials because I started the stream up when I only had 20. I'm at 190 now. I've literally just been running around Yarhar Ghul and fucking just messing around. I did kill a boss. I killed Dark Beast Sparrow, so I did do the thing. Which I'm honestly a bit surprised. I thought he might resist my Tantris.
Nah, it's still blunt damage, dude.
Dope.
Remember, all you gotta do is crack them bones.
Oh, I did. It's fucking hilarious. I think I riposted him twice. I'm trying to think if there's anything that we like missed plot-wise, and I don't. I think
we missed plot-wise.
I think we
went to
covered
Wakanda,
everything.
Which, by the way, was one of the most boring fucking things ever.
Oh, that was one of the things.
Rhodey is still alive and walking in this weird apparatus thing.
Oh, no, that was because at the end of Civil War, at one point where he was flying his War Machine, they broke his jets and he just free fell down and his spinal cord snapped. So he's actually paralyzed from the waist down.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. I actually forgot to bring that up to you because I forgot you haven't seen Civil War. Actually, why don't was the point where Ryan actually spoke out in the theater? Black Widow shows up, a character that has always been a redhead. Why the fuck is she blonde?
Oh yeah, I was wondering that too. I was like, maybe Ryan will explain this later.
No, that was the first time. She just suddenly showed up back with her short hair and blonde.
So that was... That was just the thing that happened that neither of us knew about.
Scarlett Johansson must have dyed her hair blonde and didn't feel like going back. That is my answer to you.
Because honestly, I thought it was a different character, and then I'm like, oh my god, it really is Scarlet.
Same. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Oh my god. I know them tits. That's ScarJo. But no. But there was a stupid little moment where they're in Wakanda and they're just like, they kind of just like put Banner on blast, like, oh, why did you connect the Infinity Stone to him like this? It's gonna take me forever to disconnect him from the Infinity Stone. I'm just like, you're trying to drag out this plot as long as you fucking possibly can. Like, every time we have the means.
You're trying to also drag out the fact that Wakanda is apparently better than everyone. Fuck off.
Yeah, no.
Then they wouldn't still be wearing tribal shit, goddamn running around like monkey men. Sorry, I hate Wakanda. I hate Wakanda so fucking much.
I should probably mention that Lee is black.
No, fuck off. That is unique to be mentioned. I don't care if people call me racist. I am.
Gonna walk away from this.
But no, holy, that's just... Oh. Okay. I understand that Wakanda is an isolationist fucking nation. But here's the thing. They can't be the best at everything, including things that probably would have never come up out there.
Like technology.
No, not like technology. Like how to put together a vision. Or how to do anything with an Infinity Stone. Which, by the way, why did we have to go to Wakanda?
To pick up Bucky. And because they have shields.
So much for that answer.
That was literally their mindset, like, huh, they have an army, they have the Hulkbuster suit. Actually, wait, how the fuck did they get the Hulkbuster?
What do you mean it was in Stark's facility? The one that Rhodey was at.
They just... That confused me, because do you watch Age of Ultron? It was in space. It shot down from low atmosphere. Why was it...
I'm pretty sure Stark has made more than one Hulkbuster. Which, by the way, still pissed off that even Bruce Banner sat there and said, this thing is beating the Hulk, fuck off.
No, it didn't. It just knocked him out when he wasn't looking. I wouldn't call that look. I call that a sucker punch.
Cheap shot.
Yeah, it's a sucker punch. It's a dark type move. Use priority if the opponent...
I fucking hate you! I fucking hate you so much. I knew that was what it was going.
What? And the Hulk obviously had selected an attacking move, and Tony just... he knew it would be quick attack.
I hate you so much.
Well, it's even better. You know I have a shit-eating grin on my face right now.
Yes I do, you piece of shit.
I'm still just grinding blood vials.
Like, I understand that part of the movie was just to show that, yeah, Bruce doesn't actually need the Incredible Hulk in order to fight. Because during the fight, Incredible Hulk still wouldn't come out, even though Bruce was in fucking danger.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
No.
I was sitting there the entire time. Like, so Hulk, you're just gonna let yourself die, huh? Huh. Just gonna commit suicide pretty much here. Because if Banner dies, you're fucked.
And some people can totally say, oh, well, if Hulk came out, then it could have been a chance that Hulk could have gotten deleted by fucking Thanos. If Banner gets deleted, Hulk's getting deleted. You might all think that they're two separate people. They're one fucking person.
They're two sides of the same coin. It's like split personality syndrome. Honestly, that's kind of the best way to describe it.
So if we're gonna play this game of, oh, the Hulk didn't want to come out because he's probably scared of no. The reason why the Hulk says he's the strongest there is literally just motivation to kick anyone who thinks they're stronger's ass.
It's like a battle cry.
Like something in reality sat there and said, Hulk is the strongest there is. And honestly, in multiple occasions, Hulk has proven it.
Like at the end of Ragnarok, where they're just sitting there watching fucking everything burn, and he jumps out of nowhere and punches a god in the face.
Yeah, and Thor's telling him, no, Hulk, don't kill the god.
But he's destroying the thing! I need him to destroy the thing! You told me not to let him destroy the thing! Seriously, I think that might be my favorite Marvel movie.
Mine.
It's fucking, it's hilarious. There's just so many good moments from that movie. And it weirds me out because I never thought I would say, yeah, my favorite Marvel movie is a Thor movie. Fuck. Sorry. Alright, Lee, do we have any more final... Do you want to say your final thoughts on the movie and then we can just end these streams?
Yeah, I'm cool with ending the streams because I finally failed the mission.
Honestly, I've just been bored of playing Bloodborne because I feel bad for anyone who's actually watching this shit because I've just been running around getting blood vials. Like, I'd rather be playing like Persona and just grinding mementos, but guess what? You can't fucking stream that game.
Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna end this. We're gonna end the stream here. There are no final thoughts for this.
It was trash. It was trash. Trash?
No, fuck it. Honest rating.
Honest rating out of what?
10.
4.5.
Acceptable. I give it a 3.
I'll give it 4.5. But then again, we both know that I do agree with one thing that fucking reviewer said. We really can't.
We need part 2.
Yeah, we need part 2. We can't judge this movie. It is not a standalone movie, and that's what I hate about this movie, and the fact that it was just called Infinity War. Because the original title, for everyone who like wasn't following Marvel during the last couple of years, they released an entire timeline. The end of the timeline said Infinity War Part 1 and then Part 2 the next year. Guess fucking...
So the movie's coming out next year?
Or next. It's probably gonna be like 2020. But you know what I mean. So, to anyone that didn't and thought this was a standalone movie, like my fucking parents, were confused as shit. By the way, that's what my mom wanted to know. She was
That's just how the Avengers ends?
Yeah, she's like, is that how the movies ends? That's just it? It's done? Thanos won? Everyone's dead? I'm just like, oh, okay, now I see why you were so frantic. Because as soon as I saw the end of the movie, I'm like, oh my god, this is what she was fucking talking about, wasn't it? So yes.
Yeah, I gotta admit, for normal moviegoers, that must have been confusing as shit.
Yep, the Avengers, which we just spent the last decade watching, just lose. Just fucking lose. And you don't even get to spend the fucking full movie with them. Like, my parents were confused as shit. They had no idea what was going on. Like, I'm so glad I did not go to that movie with them now, because I would have been getting my ear talked off by my mother. That, and when we left, I would have been getting bitch at when I'm just sitting there, like, with a fucking angry face on, just like, this movie's trash, and all you people are going to light me up for calling it trash. Because to a normal person who's just going to watch a popcorn movie and just sitting there to go watch the action, oh, the movie's gonna be fine. You'll love it fine. There's a decent amount of action, not to the standards which I would hold.
Action, but action.
There's action pretty much the whole movie. There's not a lot of talking points where there usually are in Marvel movies. It's just them fighting the entire way through, pretty much, and a few talking scenes here and there. You'll like it fine. If you're a Marvel fan, you will hate this movie. You will fucking... I'm still mad about the fucking whole Loki realization. I am still mad that I just realized that Thanos just gave away an Infinity Stone that he knew he had. And don't you dare say, well, get it back at any time and killed Loki. No, that's fucking stupid. Because Loki is a trickster god and could have just disappeared out of existence with the fucking Mind Stone. Like, oh god, fuck that movie. I can't wait till 2 years from now where I'm streaming a different fucking game and I'm talking about how much I hated Infinity War Part 2. Or maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'll eat my words and it's gonna be a fantastic movie.
Ryan, don't get your hopes up.
Lee, you know me. I try and see the best in people, even though let's be honest, that movie's gonna be
I want to
fucking
stab
garbage.
you for seeing the best in people.
I know, because fucking stupid shit happens. Alright, people.
You can end the stream.
Yeah, I'm ending my stream. Thank you for listening to us rant. Goodbye.